and hugs you in all the right places.
Yes, please.
Me.
The search is over. Stretch up to 3 sizes.
Size 14.
Size 16. Size 18.
1 jean, 3 sizes.
Always fits.
Even if your weight shifts, a jean designed for every body and everybody.
That's right, for every body and everybody. You're looking here at the Effortless Stretch Denim Tri-Fit Capri. So last hour we had some Bermudas, which hit around the knee. These are capris. They're going to hit lower. They're going to give you a little bit more coverage on the leg, but still a perfect silhouette for this time of year and beyond. This is the lowest price we've ever seen them. These are a birthday price. We've got them for you in average, petite, and talls. And we brought these in the tri-fit. So we go from size 000 to size 32 women's. Literally something for everybody. And I'll show you all the colors because Mercedes is wearing those in the mid-tone stripe, which we cannot keep, we can't keep in stock, right? Let me show you the other colors. We've got them for you in black. Here's white. We have the buttercream, or daisy, excuse me. We got daisy, very limited.
Daisy.
We only have about 300 left in daisy.
Indigo also very limited and very popular. That's the indigo. This is going to be your chambray, and that's going to be your, this is the one Mercedes is wearing. We can get really close on this. This is the one I was talking about earlier. The stripe is actually woven into the fabric. It's not a print, and it's ultra, ultra subtle. It's almost like a little dot or dash kind of texture, which is super duper pretty. So it's beyond a railroad, it's beyond a stripe. It just becomes more of a texture, which I absolutely love. And you've heard me talk about texture probably way too much today. So let's talk a little bit about tri-fit. We're going to pop up a size chart to show you. 1 jean, 3 sizes, okay? 000, 000, that's 1 size. Wherever you fall in that trio, that's what you order. 246, that's 1 size. Wherever you fall in that trio, you order 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, all 1 size, 28, 30, 32.
Yes.
Most inclusive size run we make from 000 to 32 women's. Unbelievable deal today. Again, kind of like a today's special price. This is what we call a clean jean. So this jean has no pocketing in the front, and this is a big trend right now in denim where they're kind of removing the pockets and making the front more like a flat trouser. So it's very smooth and very clean. Now, Effortless Stretch is the fabric, and Tri-Fit is the technology, right? What that means is you can gain or lose up to 10 pounds and stay in the same jean because you no longer have to have a skinny closet, an everyday closet, and a chubby closet. I was talking to Doris, by the way, from Dalton, who is hysterical. The two of us were back in the green room like 2 truckers at a bar. And if you've ever met her, she's one of the most hilarious people, but she was talking about sizing and talking about her skinny closet and her chubby closet and her regular closet. We were just laughing and everything. So it kind of speaks to what this jean is all about. Gone are the days when you're investing in 3 different pairs of jeans or keeping things in your closet because you know your body's flexing and changing. You get to buy one thing for an amazing birthday price and wear it all year. Now, let's talk a little bit about the Capri. The Capri is something we haven't made in a long time because we really didn't have to. It wasn't like a thing. And starting in late 2024, we started seeing the return of the Capri, where the fashion set had kind of picked up the Capri and they changed the silhouette. They made it a little bit narrower and they made it a little bit longer. So we gave you the updated version of the Capri, and we launched this just a few months ago. We sold over 22,000 of them, I think, at a higher price, I think, than what you're paying today. So where does the Capri fall on your body? Well, look at the pedal pusher and look at the crop. The general rule for a Capri is it should sit at the top of your calf or cover just the top of your calf. So you can choose your length on these. So if you want a little more coverage, if you don't love your calves, you can choose the average or the long. If you love your calves and you want to sit just at the top of your calf and past your knee, choose the petite. It doesn't change the fit of the jean. It only changes the length, right? So that's it. Find your size in that little group of 3. Girls, what are you guys wearing? Are you both wearing, one wearing a 246, one wearing an 8, 10, 12? Is that what's happening? Okay.
8, 10, 12.
Yeah, so.
Yes, you got it.
And you would be a 246 in this, right?
Yes, because we're at 6.
So Grace and Tamara, even though they are different shapes, different heights, different curves, would both wear the same size. That's why we say it's a fit for everybody
and every body.
And that's why it makes it simple and easy, because in any one day or any one week, you might feel like, gosh, some days I'm a little bit up, some days I'm a little bit down. These are always going to fit no matter what. And it just makes it easy. I know for me, when I'm investing in some clothes, but maybe I am working out a little bit more, or maybe I'm changing the way I'm eating a little bit more. I'm like, I don't want to spend too much if I know those aren't going to fit me in about a month. These are going to fit. They're going to fit today. They're going to fit next month. They would have fit last month too. And so I think it's a brilliant idea. And so many of you have jumped on it. That's why I'm glad that we have all of the choices that we do still have. So again, you're seeing the mid-tone stripe, you're seeing the chambray. We've got indigo, black, white, and a handful left in the daisy, and you can have fun with that. Look at this.
That's the chambray. So model number 1 is a size 2, model number 2 is a size 4, model number 3 is a size 6. They are all wearing the same jean. You can see how it lifts, how it sculpts. You can see that little stitching on the side seam. You can see the clean front on this because there's no pocketing on the front, but you do have functioning pockets on the back. What you are seeing, and what really looks modern and new, is the length of this. We've never made a capri in this length before. These 3 lengths, by the way.
Yes.
So the new direction for a capri is that it's a little bit slimmer. So like our Bermuda shorts, it helps to elongate your leg line. Now, if you go to New York City right now in the summer, you will see the most fashionable women wearing capris with kitten heels. That's like a big thing right now. Kitten heels and capris, ballet flats and capris. You know, like the boat shoe is back. Really, like now, like the modern version of the boat shoe.
Yes, it is.
So a lot of girls, it's kind of like a version of like a flat with a boat kind of style. So you'll see a lot of capris with that vibe. These look incredible with a pair of sneakers to run around in. There's a reason the capri has stood the test of time in fashion. Since the late 50s, the capris were actually created on the island of Capri, and there's 2 different designers that fight over who was the originator of the capri. But the person who gets the credit for it is actually Emilio Pucci. You guys know Pucci and Pucci prints and those iconic kind of prints from the 1960s. Pucci is credited with creating the first capri. What happened was Audrey Hepburn, Roman Holiday, her first movie, I believe, wore a pair of capris, and it created a global frenzy. Then Jackie Onassis took the capri on, and that was in the 50s, I think, and she was like the mothership of the capri, and everyone wanted to be in Hyannisport walking on the beach in a striped sweater and being Jackie Onassis, right? So the capri's been around for a very long time. It comes and goes in fashion. It's having a very big moment right now. But for those of you that shop with us, you know that this is really functional fashion for you because it's a great length, soft and stretchy, really comfortable, very lightweight. By the way, this fabric is light. You're going to notice it is our Effortless Stretch that we did last January, but it's a little bit lighter. So it's really soft and stretchy.
So still something you can wear now, again, even in the hottest months. I love these because they do have a youthfulness to it. And I think when you talk about some of the most famous women in the world wearing them, it just kind of, again, it's got a youthful look to it no matter who has them on, no matter how you wear them, which is why I'm glad that you've got so many different colors, because you decide, are these going to be the ones I do wear in black and I can wear them to the office if I'm back in the office? Are these going to be the ones that I take on vacation and I do want them in the chambray just to have a really cool kind of casual vibe? However you decide to do it, these are going to be right for you. We had the Bermudas last hour. Maybe just the idea of a Bermuda short. Maybe just you hear short and you're like, that's not me. I'm out of the short game. But you still need to dress for 100 degrees or more. You still need something that's going to be lightweight and airy and effortless. That's what you've got. Or you love you're intrigued by the idea of these are always going to fit no matter what the scale says. They're going to fit me. And it's just that sense of comfort, because when your jeans are too tight, you blame yourself.
Yeah, you're like,
you know what? Don't blame yourself.
It's very judgy to like go to a store and try on jeans, and like nothing feels worse than like buttoning something and having it pull too much at the waist and make you feel like you're doing damage to yourself by eating and enjoying your life. The other thing I want to say is the length on this. You can customize your length, but you can also cuff them if you want to. So if you love this vibe as a capri and then you want to wear it as more of a pedal pusher, throw a couple of cuffs in there. It looks super cute with a sneaker. Again, I like the silhouette of this. I think it looks very new. I have seen this on people that I never thought would wear a capri. And if you guys remember back in the 90s, all the like fashion shows would like victimize people who wore capris. And I'm friends with like Clinton Kelly from What Not to Wear, and they would joke about capris. These are not the capris from the 1990s that everyone used to kind of like be like, you've given up on life if you're wearing a capri. They are very fashion forward. They are very trim. And so you remember that? Like they're like, don't wear a capri. And meanwhile, I have always loved a capri.
Yes.
And I love the vibe and I love the length that it gives you and I love the coverage. So remember, the stopping point for most of you should be just past your knee at the top of your calf if you want a little more calf coverage, or to the average or the long, but it's totally up to you.
That's right.
Super easy. We'll pop up that size chart again from 000 to 32 women's. Wherever you are in that group of 3, that little trio, that's what tri-fit means. That's the size you're going to order. Don't overthink it.
Absolutely. And you will see that sizing chart again. And remember, the petite inseam is 17 inches, the average is 19 inches, and the tall inseam is 21 inches. And there's that size chart. So you can order wherever you feel most comfortable. I wear a size 6, so I would order the 246. All right? And you order wherever you fall in that chart, and it's going to fit you. And it's going to fit you everywhere. It's going to fit you in the waist. It'll fit you in the hips and the thighs and in the behind. That's the power, the innovation of the stretch of the material. So I always say, well, how can it work? It just works. It's like a thermos.
Leave that to us. Don't worry about the E equals MC squared.
Yeah.
We will do the math and the dimensions and the outer limits for you guys. You just shop and enjoy yourself, and hopefully you fall in love with these and wear them and enjoy them. Remember, lightweight, super stretchy, almost 8 inches of stretch, and they snap right back into shape.
So good. 901-963 is the number on those. Lowest price we've ever offered those at that birthday price. So definitely enjoy that while we still have it. Now, in our last couple minutes, Sam, can you believe our 2 hours are almost coming to an end, but we've got the puff sleeve V-neck blouse, and this